Let us now have a moment of silence for those that we've lost in 9/11. Thank you. Ahoy there, Anthony Hart, the captain here. Welcome to another edition of Captain's ARGH. This time it's a special edition. It's a special 9/11 episode. And as soon as... yeah. And I was thinking long and hard about this, and I've decided to do something a little patriotic. And we're going to be doing that by playing some College Football USA 97, excuse me. College Football USA 97. And we're going to... You've heard of the Army-Navy game, right? Of course you do. Well, this time around, we're going to be doing something a little different.
Sports. It's in the game.
Boy, do I miss the sound of that. EA Sports. It's in the game. Yeah, College Football USA 97. Yeah. Did I say 98? I meant 97. College Football USA College Football USA 97. We're going to be playing the sequel to The Road to New Orleans. And it's the sequel to College Football USA 96. But this... I guess you'd say it's a little more condensed because it doesn't have all the Region 1 teams, but we're gonna do something a little different here. Different from the Army-Navy game. We're gonna be doing, if I can get to it, Air Force Army game, if we can get to it. I think this has the Army. Yeah, Army Air Force game. And remember, make things a little windier here. We're doing like a patriotic theme in honor of 9/11. It's really hard to believe that it's been 20 years already. They say that you never forget where you were when you heard about the news. And just to reiterate from last week's show, I was in first period French class in high school in freshman year when I heard about the news. French teacher was turning on the TV randomly, and there was the Twin Towers on fire, the first one on fire, and then we saw the second plane hit the second tower. And so it was a very scary thought. Now, last time you saw me play College Football USA 96, I just about rage quit because of how lousy I was. I did rage though, but good thing I didn't rage quit. But the thing was, I never gave up. And this time around, it's not about winning or losing. It's just about being united as one. The armed forces being united as one. Just about basically America being united as one. Because it's been a while since we've seen anything like that. too much negativity going on. Too much negativity going on in this world. And so I thought I might pay homage to those that we've lost in 9/11 by playing some college football USA. Hence the term USA. And like I said, I'll never forget. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was in first period French class when I heard about this, and we were all shaken up, and the principal made the announcement and told that there was a apparent terrorist attack from President Bush. Wide open too. But this was a continuation of pop culture being really bad as far as 2001 was concerned, because it was such a sad year for me and pop culture. And where do I begin in this reiteration? Mr. Rogers hangs up his coat for the last time, his cardigan for the last time. Bozo Clown hangs up his red nose for the last time. Deaths include PBS chef Justin Wilson, Tweet Trong, aka Trini Kwan, the original Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. George Harrison of the Beatles. Who else passed away in 2001? Aaliyah. Aaliyah passed away like the week before 9/11. Very scary, I know. Same thing goes with Tweet Kwan, aka Tweet Trong, aka Trini Kwan, original Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. 4 sports entertainment venues would fold. 2 of which being wrestling venues purchased by Vince McMahon himself. Those are ECW and WCW. The other 2 sports entertainment venues being Roller Jam and Battle Dome. It's basically where Terry Crews got to start. And I'm remembering watching it vaguely while it was on syndication on TV. But now I'm really curious about it nowadays. Wish there were more episodes of YouTube enough for me to really get into it. Staying in the wild world of sports, particular sports entertainment, Stone Cold Steve Austin joins the dark side at WrestleMania 17 on the main event for the WWE Championship against The Rock. Thus, basically ended the Attitude Era. In fact, 2001 was basically the transition period from the Attitude Era to the Ruthless Aggression Era. The Invasion storyline would deflate that by Survivor Series 2001. It was intended to extend until WrestleMania 18, but unfortunately it deflated then. Started to deflate. There was no way it was going to extend to WrestleMania 18. But going back to how much 2001 sucked in the wild war of sports. The Cleveland Browns get screwed out of the playoffs against the Jacksonville Jaguars on that December, thus removing them from playoff contention in their 3rd year after a 4-year absence from the NFL. And I didn't know about this until a little over a year ago. Like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. And on Monday Night Football the following night, I didn't know there was another Deflategate, but it wasn't as noteworthy as the Cleveland Browns one. The Cleveland Browns Bottlegate. Oh! Airmailed that. And early that February, Dale Earnhardt Sr. passes in the middle of a race during a crash I'm not a huge NASCAR fan, but even I agree that was one of the biggest tragedies in the history of NASCAR. I haven't seen a tragedy like this. Oh, holding out the offense. Ugh. That was equals a 10-yard penalty there. But like I said, even though I was not in NASCAR, even I agree that it's got to be one of the biggest tragedies of NASCAR since the death of Adam Petty. Penalties galore on my end. Penalties galore. And on a personal note for me, the bullying got from bad to worse in my area in as I transitioned from middle to high school. And they say that the 7th grade was the worst year that any kid can experience. But for me, it extended all the way from high school all the way up until graduation. So that was bad. The bullying didn't make things even better when my grandfather on my pop's side passed away a few weeks after 9/11. So that really hit hard for me. Oh. Just a few inches. Oh my goodness, and I got an injury. But yeah, this and of course 9/11 takes the cake. And so we're doing this for the country and to those affected by 9/11. Not about winning or losing, it's just about having fun and about playing the great American pastime. But yeah, I almost raged for it last week on College Football USA 96. I did rage, but I never gave up. I fought until the very end. That's basically what it's all about, right? I may rage every now and then, just a little bit of a heads up, but I'm gonna try my best to complete the game to the best of my ability. Just like the old saying goes, it's not how you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Right? Right. Can't believe you made it. Be all that you can be. I remember those all our commercials are gonna go, be all that you can be. It's one of the great memories I've had growing up. It's all about video games and not a single care in the world. That's what being a kid was all about, man. Backfield in motion, baby. I'm gonna have to penalize you. Woo-hoo. Backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. Air Force. Speaking of the United States Air Force, I just looked. One of the things that I love about our armed forces is the collaboration with Home Free and Lee Greenwood of their. I can't believe there couldn't be a more perfect rendition of "God Bless the USA" than what they did recently. What they did earlier this year, and I played it on my show, and I don't think it could be any more spectacular. You had a collaboration with Home Free, Lee Greenwood, who originally sang "God Bless the USA," and members of the United States Air Force Band. So, an outstanding a cappella rendition of "God Bless the USA." And I remember singing it a lot growing up in the first grade. Every time we say I pledge the Pledge of Allegiance, we usually sing "God Bless the USA." And we sing in music class every now and then. If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life. False start. And I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I remember them playing it a lot on Top 40 radio, and basically the radio in general. As soon as the 9/11 attacks hit, now it's back to 5 yards. Back from where we came. Take 2 steps forwards and 2 steps back. Takes 2 to tango. Oh. Got the first down, but not the touchdown. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today. Is that supposed to be your fight song? Ooh. Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. Hey, well, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Unity is what it's all about here. Like I said, I don't think we could ever be more reunited than on that day, 9/11. Because while everybody else is having their differences, whether it be politics or any differences that we've had, that we have as a human race in this country, we never forgot one thing, is how united we were, how united this country is, and how superior this country is. Made in the midfield. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we were shaken up. We were shaken up a little bit when we saw the terrorist attacks on TV during school. But we had to continue on with our day the best way we can. although it came a very huge distraction, and some people had the option to leave early because of how shaken up they were. But for the most part, we had to continue on with our day the best way we can. Didn't they have the Video Music Awards, the MTV Video Music Awards over in New York City the Sunday prior? I think I remember. I think they did. I want to say they. Yeah, I want to say they did because that was 2 days before 9/11 took place, and that was kind of eerie. Very eerie indeed. Oh. Threw right to him. And the following Friday, I think it was Friday. I think it was either Thursday or Friday on SmackDown. They paid tribute to those that we've lost in 9/11, and I don't think it could be any more patriotic. There's one other sports entertainment venue that folded that year in 2001, and that was the XFL. And now, ever since, due to COVID, they had to shut everything down back. They had to shut everything down the first time, and it's now defunct. Even though that The Rock and some other black businesswoman is basically bringing it back. It's going to be under their ownership rather than WWE's. WWE was basically on the right track last year of bringing back the XFL, but unfortunately COVID struck, and so everybody got laid off, from the players to the staff, everybody. They say third time's a charm, and I'm hoping and praying that this time around that the XFL is 100% here to stay, because they deserve a second chance. Airmails it. Time for the field goal. Barely made it. Both teams are going old school over here. It's a low-scoring affair. Less than a minute before the half. A little over a minute before the half. Kicking it old school. But I want to know where you were when you heard about the news about 9/11. And there ain't no better unity than acapella, because anybody can play instruments, can be in a band and play instruments, but when it comes to acapella, that really brings out the unity. And so the Greenwood Home Free and the United States Air Force Band did just that. And like I said, I don't think it could have been any better. I did not think that would happen. But I'll take it. I shall take it. Offside. Thought you could pull a fast one on me, but unfortunately didn't go in your favor. It's like, I see you. Now I got a first down because of that. I was like, I see you. I'm gonna try to go for it. What's that close? So close. One more thing I want to show you before we get into the second half here. Just want to show you my shirt here. Whoa, hang on. Where am I? Where did I go? Where did I go? Trying to find my camera here. Hang on. Hold on, folks. Just trying to find my camera here. Where's my webcam? Trying to show you my shirt here, but I'm trying to find my camera. Where did my camera go? Oh no, I'm trying to find it. Some technical difficulties over here. Not the way how I wanted to go at all. Wait. Where did I go? There I am. And now I'm upside down. Where? Alright, how do I turn right side up? Okay. I think I got it. There I go. Before we continue, I was gonna say before we continue on with the game, with the second half, just want to show you my shirt here. There. Just want to show you my shirt here. Vintage vibes, not vintage values, from the Satin Dollz, one of my newest favorite bands. I first discovered the band. I first discovered these ladies just like in the early stages of COVID, and I was browsing around social media, minding my own business until I found these ladies here. They're a 1940s pinup tribute band, and their vocal harmonies, their tap dancing, their vocal harmonies mainly remind me so much those of the Andrews Sisters and my other favorite band, my favorite female band, the Cade sisters. And so I discovered them one day, and I immediately became a fan. I even bought the album that they made, Vintage Revolution, Pinup Revolution, or something like that. But they also pay homage to the troops here. They pay homage to the troops all the time. So I was trying to find the most patriotic shirt there. So I decided to go with my favorite ladies, the Satin Dollz, and they are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Even though I don't use TikTok that much, and those are their social medias. And Satin Dollz with a Z. So just wanted to share that with you. They, like I said, they pay homage. They make frequent. They're very passionate about their military, and they have 3 divisions. There's the main one, which is here in the States. They're based off of LA, and they have another division in Paris and another one in London. So those are the 3 divisions, and and the ladies all over the world, all of those three divisions keep vintage alive. They keep the spirit of the 1940s alive. So that's good. So that's good to know over here. So with that being said, sorry it took so long for me to find my camera though, but for the technical difficulties. But just wanted to share with you this shirt here. That being said, on with the second half. This time I kick off. And as my principal would say, let's be better in the second half than we are right now. He would normally say, let's be better at 3:40, which is our dismissal time, than we are right now. But if my principal were here and were to give me some advice, and he would probably say, let's be better in the second half than we are right now. Yeah, I'll never forget those words that he would say when he gives those morning announcements. College Football USA 97. I remember at one point in time, yeah, EA Sports. I remember at one point in time, the NFL Game Day games were the dominant was a dominant football game in terms of NFL. They were much better than at that time. They were much better than the Madden games. And how can everyone forget that memorable soundtrack? In fact, that was one of my first PlayStation 1 games, which was NFL Game Day 98. I remember the Christmas Day 1997. That was one of my first PlayStation games. That and alongside Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, which is considered one of the worst Mortal Kombat games out there. And words couldn't describe how long it took for me to realize how bad that game really was. And it's like you needed that, those strategy guides that you would buy at game stores and wherever magazines were sold. Oh, they got an injury. The fullback got an injury. Remember the strategy guides? Remember the thing called strategy guides where, they go into specifics in how to beat certain levels and defeat certain enemies. Back when you had to get it from your local video game store or wherever magazines were sold, basically, or maybe even your local grocery store. Well, basically, the instruction manual that came with the game, it's not as helpful as the strategy that you had, because I remember my parents got me it drifted in there, because I remember my folks buying me the strategy guide to Mythology Sub-Zero, and it was a whole lot helpful. It's like, you want to beat the game, you gotta buy their magazine. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah. So yeah. It's like in order to beat certain games, you have to get the strategy guide, because the instruction manual that came with the game isn't always helpful. Wasn't always helpful, for that matter. And if you're an NES guy, like I wasn't back in the day, if you're an NES guy, then there are certain games that you have to have Nintendo Power. Stopped at midfield. Let's see what they do. I still have my original NFL Game Day 98 game that I have. I mainly use it to basically listen to the theme song because the theme song was so catchy. But one of these days I'll play another on an edition of Captain's Arcade. But you just never know. For the most part, I'm all about nostalgia. Alright, let him get a first down.
24, 30.
Getting close to the end of the third quarter here.
4.
And I was so in awe from the PS1 to have full motion video because that's something that I've never seen in a home console before. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't get my first PlayStation 1 until Christmas Day 1997. And alongside I got the soundtrack to Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It had a great soundtrack, but the movie wasn't all that great, if you remember the game. And they taken the lead for some reason. Why did I let them do that? I don't know. Oh, and they're going for the extra point. 2-point conversion, excuse me. Nope. Not this time. All I gotta do is hang on, but like I said, it's not about winning or losing. It's just about paying homage to those that we've lost in 9/11. I didn't think that would happen, but I did it. Oh. Oh! I made the catch anyway. Go me. I'll take it. I shall take it. Just short. Yeah, I want to talk about that ball gate for a second, right, boy. Going back to the ball gate. Yeah, due to a technical difficulty on the referee's part, they were trying to buzz the referees, but there was a malfunction between the communication system with the officials in the booth and the officials on the field, and so they tried to go back 2 plays to review a play, and you can't do that. It's like once the player's run, it can't be reviewed. In other words, it is what it is. But what did the referees do? They went back and my halfback's injured. What did they do? They went back 2 plays to review that play anyway. The Quincy Morgan reception, which initially they called a completion, but ended up after review the pass was incomplete. Ooh, airmail. And so they went ahead and reviewed the play anyway, despite the technical difficulty, even though it's too late for them to review it.
Set. Green. Hut. Forward. 5. Hut.
Which resulted in cock-a-doodie. Yeah! Just a hair in there. Just an alfalfa hair. Want it by hair. Now all I gotta do is hang tough, not let them score. If I can... I think I might have kicked it too hard. Army takes over the 20. At the 20. 2020. And that was when the riot started. The riot started at Cleveland Brown Stadium. And they called the game. And then the commissioner, and then the referees get a phone call from a commissioner ordering them to finish the game and have the Jacks take the knee to officially end it. Complete and utter embarrassment. Yeah, if you were a Jacksonville fan at Cleveland Brown Stadium, if you're a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, or maybe wearing some Jacksonville Jaguar merchandise over at Cleveland Brown Stadium that day, I basically really feel for you. You know what I mean? Because I wonder how getting out alive was basically an army mission, basically a military mission. And I'm letting this game slip away. Slip away! Slip away! Slip away!
Set. 25. Set. Set. 34. 35.
Oof. At least I stopped them. All they're going to do is kick a field goal and they'll get the lead back by 1 again.
Set. 4, 6. Red.
As if we didn't know. I'm gonna take over at the 26 here. Alright. Minute and a quarter left. Minute and a quarter. Yes! 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 Touchdown! Yay! Opal Funny. I think it was that Theta Funny, excuse me. My bad. Ooh. We're going backwards. Backwards! Okay. First down, a long way to go. We shall not be moved. Oh! Let me call timeout, y'all. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Just like Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah! First in gold. Ooh. Let's see. Call time. Ooh. I think I'm close enough. How much time is left? 7, 6, 5, 4.
Time out.
All right. I should win this. I'm praying. Oh! Oh, missed it. Ugh. But a good game nonetheless. That was a good game. It was so close. Look how close that was. Regardless, that wasn't about winning or losing. It's just about playing. It's just about paying homage to those that we've lost in 9/11. Well, that's gonna have to do it. You win a few, you lose a few. It's just like that homecoming game from Charlie Brown. Lost by 1 point. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition here on Captain's Arcade. We got 2 new games. We got 2 more games. We're gonna be playing here. What those games are gonna be? You'll just have to tune in and find out. Till we meet again, baby, say goodbye.